What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Bel-Air, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Bel-Air Season 4, Episode 6. This is the recap. Down below, I want you guys to let me know, how did y'all feel about this episode? And what did y'all think about Tyra Banks coming to the show as Regina Baxter? We know her and Viv, they're longtime sorority sisters, right? And they end up giving us like that classic scene between Will and Jackie back in the original show with them shouting at each other. Very funny scene. And of course, they gave us the reimagined version of that with Aunt Viv and Regina Baxter in this episode. And what did y'all think about your boy Uncle Phil? He said, you know what, my game plan is to go ahead and just confess. And it seems like he just wants to turn over Dominique Bridges. And, of course, they want Jeffrey. And we know Uncle Phil, he wants Jeffrey to turn over Dominique as well. But do you guys believe Jeffrey's going to do that? Because if he does, it's going to put him and his family at a very high risk of getting hurt. So I'm very eager to see how this whole storyline is going to end. But Uncle Phil said, you know what? I got a master game plan. And hopefully we're going to see if that game plan is going to work. But I'm going to hop right into this recap. We're just going to focus on the key points. I'm trying to get to episode 7 and 8. That way we can talk about those episodes. In Bel-Air, they did make a post on their Instagram account talking about you better watch these episodes as quickly as possible, or at least before Tuesday, because they will be posting spoilers. So I'm going to go ahead and watch all the episodes today. Ain't no way in the hell I'm trying to get spoiled. But let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Now, what did we see in episode 6 titled, Your Crown is Waiting? Now, in this episode, we know we was looking for what happened to Aunt Viv. And of course, she is having some issues with her body. We learned later on in the episode it was her liver. And we know Hillary, she did return because she wanted to make sure she was looking out for her moms. Now, they end up meeting up with this doctor. The doctor didn't really give a damn. Let's just be honest. Y'all know how these doctors do. You go in, you tell them what you're feeling, the symptoms and all that, and then they just try to give you like some medication and send you on your way. They're not trying to really find out what you're really dealing with for real. And of course, Hillary ain't feeling that. And it's a big thing, especially amongst black women. I mean, they ain't taking what you are saying serious. And then when something major happens, it could be a little bit too late. So of course, Hillary is very upset about this. As I told you, she had a condition with the liver. I believe it was called cholestasis. And I guess her pregnancy hormone has slowed down her liver function. So I guess all she really has to do is change up her diet and just watch what she's doing. And she should be good because they caught it early. But it's just crazy how you got a specialist that's supposed to know what they're doing and they don't do what they need to do the right way. So of course this is a major problem, but luckily Aunt Viv is okay. Now Will was able to talk to his moms about Stapleton. She was happy as hell. She's thinking that he's going to go there, full ride scholarship. It's going to be all good. He's playing basketball, but y'all know Will, he ain't really feeling it like that. And she's telling him, you need to go ahead and do what you need to do. Go to that school. Basically, she's trying to control what he is doing. But at the end of the day, this decision is going to be Will's decision, not the parents' decision. And of course, we see like the backstory of Will, Aunt Vi. We see the backstory of Carlton, Uncle Phil, and the pressure that's getting put on them from a very young age. And they're not necessarily agreeing on what their parents want them to do. They want to do what they want to do, but they don't want to let their parents down. And we continue to see that throughout their lives. But now, this is a very big decision. So Carlton, he's having second guesses on Princeton. And Will, you already know, he ain't really feeling Stapleton. So they have to make this choice as far as what they want to do. And time is running out. We know Carlton was kind of struggling because he did not want to let Uncle Phil know that he had second thoughts on going to Princeton because he knew just how much his father wanted him to go there, right? Now, we know they end up having that conversation later on in the episode. We also know that Uncle Phil was telling Carlton all the things that he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Step up, take care of moms, just in case something happens. So we know Uncle Phil mentally is thinking about going down for everything. Just in case it does go like that, he wants to make sure that his family is prepared for him to leave. Now we know Uncle Phil, he ended up confessing to everything. And this was a part of his game plan. This is the game plan. To do this whole deal with Dominique Bridges. Of course, he wore a wire. And then your boy Freddie Fred, he came in as well. He helped out when it came to Uncle Phil in this game plan. And the whole thing is catching Dominique in her illegal operations. So this is what he is basically promising them. But they want more. They want Jeffrey. And as I told you, will Jeffrey be the one that's going to do that? Because he will put himself at a very high risk. And we know Dominique, she was talking about going legit. So what's going to happen with that? Now we know Phil and Jeffrey, they end up talking about what was going down. Of course, Phil tells him he knew he was lying in the last episode. He knew he was at the construction site having conversations with Dominique. But Uncle Phil tells him the only way that he can protect him is if he gives up Dominique. So y'all think your boy Jeffrey about to wear a wire? Y'all think he's going to try to catch Dominique in the act? Which is going to be kind of difficult, especially since she is talking about going legit. So this is a very interesting storyline and may have a crazy ending. Now we know Eli, he ended up being confronted by the principal because he was wearing a skirt. Ashley was with him as well. He told Eli, look, we have a dress code at this school. Take that on off. And Eli was like, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? He, of course, talked about his pronouns and he felt like he could wear what he wants to wear. So they end up giving him detention. We know Ashley was not feeling that. We know she ended up going to detention as well to support him, to make him feel like he has somebody on his side. And best believe this ain't over yet. Now, in this episode, your boy Will end up meeting up with Doc Hightower at Zenith, and he is trying to impress this coach. He wants to go to the school. They're not giving us the name. I don't think they gave us a name in this episode because by the end of the episode, Will was talking about going back home. But the coach was telling him that he needs to, get his application in for admissions. So Will has to hurry up and get to Mr. Cunningham, Drew's father. But we know he kind of tripping because the last time he helped Will out, him and Carlton got arrested. Now, luckily, Miss Frankie helped him out. You know what I'm saying? She saw that Will was trying to get his attention. And, of course, she let Mr. Cunningham know that give him a shot. Give him a chance. You know what I'm saying? Help him out. Will is the only student that pretty much asks her how she's doing. You know what I'm saying? After 20 years of cleaning these halls, Will is shown the most concern with her. So she understands that he is a good person and he just needs that extra help. So, of course, we know by the end of the episode, Will got that good news about admissions. Now, Hillary ended up bringing Regina Baxter to the house because Viv was not able to make it to that portrait, unveiling in D.C. She ended up just bringing her there, and Viv was upset. She was shocked. Like, really? You brought her here? Because we know they have a history. She did not like her like that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She is there. Of course, she was given, elements of the way she used to be, but she was just playing around. She, of course, had some questions about the painting, but eventually she understood that Viv did what she had to do, and she wanted to have more of a warm type of a portrait of her, and they pretty much just bonded. They gave us like the classic reimagined scene that Will and Jackie had in the OG show, and of course, Regina Baxter, she was talking about the trauma and the things that she went through growing up and what her generation taught her. And it's the reason why she acts the way that she does now. She inherited so much of it. But at the end of the day, they understood the things that they went through, and at least they were able to bond and not have any more issues. So you guys let me know, man. How do you feel about your girl Tyra Banks finally coming to the show? Now, your boy Carlton, he has finally decided on what he's going to do, what school he's going to go to. He lets Uncle Phil know. We know they also had a conversation, and Uncle Phil told him, look, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? You can make your own decision. Yes, he did want him to go to Princeton, but at the end of the day, it's going to be Carlton's decision. And Uncle Phil does not want to put that pressure on Carlton like he does not support him. So now Carlton understands that his father's going to be there by his side no matter what. Now, at the end of the episode, we know Will, he ended up calling his mom. He told her, look, I got some good news. I end up getting in. And he tells her that he is coming back home. So it seems like whatever school Will was trying to impress was back home in Philly. So we're going to see how this all plays out in the next upcoming episode. You already know I'm about to go watch it right now, and then I'm going to get that recap out there to you guys as well. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. This your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.